I'm coming to you this week from a hotel meeting boardroom in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm here for a seminar this weekend, but it's in this room where I meet privately with people for personal one-on-one encounters. This is how we do it on the road. These chairs have been filled today with people desperately seeking help, some of them driving 4 or 5 hours or more one way just to get here. Your opportunity for spiritual freedom is available in a seminar city somewhere near you or at our beautiful new ministry and counseling center in Phoenix, Arizona, so don't miss the chance. This has been a tragic week for America. Our attention has been focused with shock and revulsion on what happened in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio. 9 dead in Dayton, 22 in El Paso. The space of just about 24 hours. 2 young men, Connor Betts and Patrick Crusius, were responsible for these terrible, terrible crimes against humanity. It's sad that some have tried to make political capital, some even accusing President Trump of pulling the trigger. That's far from the truth. The reality is, it's not just about the mind, and it's not just about the bullets. It's about the devil. What happened to El Paso and Dayton was the work of Satan and demonic spirits. Our book, Dealing with Demons, has a chapter called The Fingerprint of Satan. And the basic message of that book is an understanding of how you determine whether evil is the result of circumstances and environmental nurturing or indwelling demons. How do you know if it's really a demon? Well, there's a couple of tests that'll help you to find that out. First of all, what was the family life like of the perpetrator of the evil? How were they bent toward the demonic by the way they were treated in the home? Secondly, did these individuals open the door themselves through the occult, through witchcraft, or through satanic activity? Let's take a look, first of all, at Patrick Crusius. His father, Brian, was 40 years an alcoholic, and apparently Patrick, who did the killing, was the product of an illegitimate conception in a relationship his father had for a number of years with a woman. So he came into the world with the curse of illegitimacy. That curse, of course, was never broken. His father actually wrote a book about his recovery from alcoholism, and he gives credit to New Age occult witchcraft practices. He, as a father, was using magic mushrooms and hallucinogenic drugs in addition to abusing alcohol. And now his father is a New Age energy healer. He claims that his recovery from alcohol came as a result of a vision in which Jesus Christ spoke to him and he saw his dead grandmother. Now that's necromancy, speaking to the dead, which is biblically forbidden. This young murderer was brought up in an occult, demonic environment, and this is what twisted his mind. It was the demons that his father passed on to him, the demonic environment in which he was raised, that caused him to kill those people in El Paso. Let's turn our attention to the other murderer in Dayton, Connor Betts. There are actual postings of him on social media indicating that he was a Satanist. On his left shoulder, he apparently has a goat's head image of Satan tattooed. He once said that the devil was his hero. And he also said that his horoscope was pointing him toward doom in his life. So he was deeply involved in the occult. He was part of a porn grind band. Now, you may never have heard of that, but it's a new, even worse version of satanic death metal music that focuses on pornography. And they wrote songs about having sex with teenage corpses. This was the mindset of this young man who went into the bar in Dayton and murdered 9 innocent people. Let's put the blame where it belongs, on the devil and the demonic influences in the lives of these two young men. That's why our International School of Exorcism is there, to raise up a generation of warriors for Christ who will fight the fight against Satan and the demonic that causes things like this and put a stop to it. Your prayers and financial support will make that possible, and your enrollment in the International School of Exorcism will train you to be a fighter for the Lord, to combat all of this evil, the evil of the satanic killings in El Paso and Dayton. And while our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims and all who have suffered so much, let's not be misguided about putting the blame where it truly lies, on Satan, on the works of darkness, and the demonic influences of the things these young people were involved in that drove them to kill in the name of Satan.